for today's video. Oh well, happy Valentine's Day. Hope everyone has a good Valentine's Day and feels happy and loved and gets lots of candies and chocolates. Sorry, my eyes bother me. I dropped the number. I'm doing nine and a half weeks, and this movie is as steamy as a hot pocket. But I'm gonna give you the general plot and then my thoughts. And 9.5 Weeks came out in 1986, and it's directed by this guy named Adrian Lim. I am so sorry. Well, I'm not sorry if I mispronounce his name, because he's a jerk, and jerk is a bit of an understatement, because, well, before I get into this, movie does deal with a lot of stuff. BDSM, sadomasochism. Say that 3 times fast. So, if you don't like these topics, please skip this video. But, yeah, before I get into this, the director, Kim Basinger, who stars in this movie, said the director was, like, horrible to her and really, like, pushed her and caused her a lot of mental issues, all just so he can get a good scene, which I hate all these pretentious, rich Hollywood douchebags. It's so freaking annoying, and he's one of them, this guy. So, anywho, before I knew this, I like this movie, and, this movie does portray a really toxic relationship, and I am no way glorifying it or condoning it or condemning it. Yeah, but I'm not recommending it. But I did generally like this movie, but learning about this, like, I don't know. The movie is very good. It's just, I hate all these directors. All these stupid men. But anywho, let's get into that story. But so it's directed by him. Like I said earlier, it stars Kim Basinger, who is not sound like a boomer, but she is a total knockout. She is a babe. I love her. Sorry, that's my bisexuality talking, but she's so beautiful. And it stars Mickey Rooney, and they're the 2 main leads in this movie. And it is I lost my train of thought. That's why I don't do videos at 1 a.m. But this movie is like, when people watch 50 Shades of Grey, which is that movie, whatever, they wish it was this movie. And this was before 50 Shades of Grey, but the all-time BDSM movie, you cannot replace the Secretary in my eyes. But I digress. I also love this movie. And like I said, I don't want to glorify this relationship. And Kim Basinger plays this woman named Elizabeth, and she is like an art curator, or she works in an art gallery. And you meet her, and she lives, or I haven't seen this movie in a while, but she's with her friend, and she's just working at the office in her art gallery. And I love 80s art and fashion so much. I just love, like there's 2 80s fashions. Like, there's the wide neon colors, and then there's like the really sharp yuppie suits. And then, yeah, she's a bad bitch, works in an art gallery, and she meets John, played by Mickey Rooney. He's a Wall Street guy, which every 80s movie has a Wall Street guy. Every one and his mother. He's a Wall Street dude. And they meet at like this fish market or something like that. And it's an instant attraction between the 2 of them, and he sees like himself in Elizabeth, and like he sees through her, and because he's so like charming, she's willing to like play into his game at the beginning. And he courts her in the beginning. He buys her this nice scarf that she was looking at, and they have like some fun times together. And there's a lot of notable scenes in this movie, or famous scenes. The food scene, which I would have vomited. It would not have been sexy for me. She eats like the medicine and cherries are good, but she eats like eggs. A lot of like crazy ass shit, honey. That's a famous scene. When I first watched it, I was like, ooh, but then, like, giving it a couple rewatches, like, I feel like if I was in that position, I would have been, like, as sexy as her. Props to her, though. That's a famous scene. And then there's the famous like where she dances strip scene. Miss Kim Basinger, I believe, carried this movie like all women do. Mickey Rooney, sure, he was fine back in the day, but I felt like she gave a lot of emotional depth to the character, and that's what this movie has the theme of sadness and like how to feel that like melancholy and sadness within you, deep stuff. And part of the like BDSM stuff is like handcuffs, blindfolds, and it deals with sadomasochism, which I will give you a quick definition of sadomasochism. Oh god, I cannot say that freaking word. Google, as defined by Google, is a psychological tendency or sexual practice characterized by both sadism and masochism, which Google obviously didn't learn any tips in English class, because how do you use the word to define the word? Basically, it just means you get sexual gratification through like pain and like stuff like that. And it deals with like submissive and dominant, which dominant, as defined by fantasyapp.com, is a person who exercises control, contrast with submissive, having power and influence, which they are dominant in the relationship. And then a submissive is one who gives over their rights, their desires, and themselves to another as a gift. And that John is the dominant and Elizabeth is the submissive in this movie. And it deals with that, and I feel like it looked at sex in an introspective way. It deals with a lot of sexual taboos, and I believe like this is the first like mainstream like BDSM movie, so it looked at sex in a different way. It's very thought-provoking, this movie, and I thought the chemistry was great between the actors. The music, oh my god, the music is just total 80s music. Very like a lot of saxophones and stuff like that. I thought the color palette in this film was very nice. It has a lot of blues and grays. This movie is definitely very interesting, and even though I hate that I freaking like it, I just think it's so, like I said, interesting, and I don't like the relationship because it is toxic, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's just so like mesmerizing. I don't like that word to describe it, but it's very like, I don't even know how to describe the relationship between them. It's just very intense, and I like movies with like intense relationships. And this is very like not your typical like Valentine's Day rom-com movie. It's a very intense drama, and yeah. I like the clothes. It's very just like I said, thought-provoking movie. And it's hard to find where to watch it. I originally watched it on YouTube, but they don't have it on YouTube anymore. I think it might be on HBO Max if you have that. But I would recommend giving it a watch at least once. You can see like a different view of like 80s culture, because a lot of like big 80s movies were very like Rat Pack, like family oriented movies, and this is not. It's a very intense drama, and yeah. I wish I had more eloquent thoughts for y'all. I'm doing this video at 1 a.m. Oh boy, 3 a.m. I thank you guys for listening to me rant. I hope you all have a lovely Valentine's Day, and thank you guys so much for your support and nice comments, and I appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch my videos, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, when I was editing, I forgot, of course, this one bit, and it's the next day. That's why I did a costume change. That there's another scene where Elizabeth tells John that, like, oh, I want to be like one of the boys. According to the book, as a man and like does a mustache, and she looks so good in the mustache. And that's another like iconic scene, and like she smokes cigars and she pretends to be like a Wall Street guy. It's also like a famous scene. I can't believe I forgot about that, because it was set in the back of my mind. I'm like, I'm so excited to talk about this scene, and then I forgot to mention it. But happy Valentine's Day, everyone.